Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 17 Season 3. And I'm looking at this because it is day 9 of our summer season, which means that everything changed and everything is now harvestable. And I've been looking at this trying to decide because we have a bunch of money that we just got from our biogas plant. What would be our best bet to do? So this, we could probably afford all of these behind the biogas plant, but I'm not sure that is the right choice for us because it is kind of out of the way. Whereas we're already going to be here for these 3 little fields here, maybe it'd be better off to grab all these fields over here. So my concern is how fast are they going to start harvesting stuff? And actually, before I go too far here, what... Okay, animals are fine. Oh, that's right. We've got rain incoming today, too, don't we? We've got grass here that's grown all the way up. Or hay, I should say. So we could be harvesting that. Let's see. Everything needs fertilizer, too. All the grass fields. The other ones. Although I guess in reality it's really only 2 fields, right? We bought that field already. Let's go this way. Let's see here. Where is... No, wait. These are up here, I think. I cannot drive. So we are trying to wrap up the season of, well, actually it's going to be this gameplay. I guess Farming Simulator 17 is going to be going to the wayside, and 19 will be replacing it. Yeah, here we go. So we got this guy, which we're going to buy. Oh, if you didn't catch that, we're... What was it? 530 some thousand? Wait, I can do the math. 66. So 540, 554. I think is where it was. So we're gonna buy those 2 fields. So now they can't harvest those. And we're gonna have to watch here. These are both can make straw. I would like to be able to take the straw bales and sell them for extra money, but I don't know if it's going to be feasible. We'll probably just knock it down as straw anyways. We're just going to have to watch, because like today it's supposed to rain at some point. We've got rain Wednesday, Thursday, or good weather Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday it's supposed to rain at some point. And then it looks like Tuesday looks like it's going to rain at some point. So pretty much we're just going to have to watch and make sure, yep, that... Let's buy this one. Make sure that we don't end up with a bunch of soggy straw, because actually it'll disappear on us. Ooh, this one's a little more pricey. We've got 59 over here. I guess that's going to be the grass fields that we're going to have left, right? That's okay, we don't need to buy those yet. I mean, do we just... go over and buy the other ones? I don't know. Let me go look. Oop. So those are all harvestable ones. Those are all bought. So it's really only these 3 fields here. Well, let's try to buy those. Then the AI cannot harvest anything. We don't have to worry about that. And that, my friends, is a crazy thought. We're actually gonna, we're just gonna be paying off debt is what it's gonna be. Excuse me, buddy. I wanna go. Oh, I just can't pass you because there's too many cars. Oh, thank you. Let's go before people try to harvest their fields. Oh, I took out that sign. So I think we gotta go back in here. And then back here. So 45 is the field that's just stuck in that cultivated state. That's no, we don't want 45. 45 we don't care about. 44 is the one we care about. Actually, both of them are right here. So I'm kind of worried about what 29 is going to cost. The other two, not so much. But this one is a big field. 187. I don't have enough money. So let's just do it. Let's take our loan up to what, 1.2? There. Is this enough now to buy everything? So we got 117. I think that's going to be enough to get all of them. We'll buy that one. Yeah, we got 80,000, which is going to be plenty enough to buy 28, because 28 is actually pretty small. So therefore, we have bought all of the harvestable fields, and what we're going to have left to do. Okay, this comes back in by my other field, 27. Yeah, let's buy you. There we go. So, all we're going to have left to do, I'm trying to think here, for harvestable stuff is going to be... No, we don't have anything harvestable to buy. We're just going to have to harvest. That's what it's going to come down to. Sweet. So we are ready to go. I have... Let's see, I have about 100,000, maybe 80,000 units of silage left in the bunker. This guy I actually want to take home. I think I can haul it with this. Get him out of the way. I forgot to pick him up. This is the corn that's a little further, or not as far along, still green. We've got some other fields that are not green anymore. They're one stage away from being harvestable. So with the rain coming, I guess we're going to have to find some like bean fields, things like that, and canola, things that don't produce, that's a wide turn, straw, and we'll have to harvest those first. And we'll just have to start going around and trying to harvest things, working from one area to another, and I'll have to see. I don't really want to use the semi constantly for it. I'll leave this right here for now. So I may get myself another wagon. I have the gravity boxes. We may get another one of those. Let's see, do I have it in here? Yeah, so we can haul with two of those guys. That should keep us going a little better. And maybe we can set up next to... So, well, I have to decide how I want to do it. Yeah, we'll have to see. I'll have to play around with it. So I'll bring you guys back when we're actually starting to rock and roll with some things here. So I'll be back in just a bit. Alright, so I guess the race against the weather has begun. Or at least that's what it's going to come down to being. As to whether we can get all these crops harvested before winter sets in. And the biggest thing we're going to have to remember is that the silage is our most important thing to get in. And when that comes into season, we're going to have no choice. We're going to have to go at that and try to get as much of that done as possible before getting back to the regular fields. And so because of that, to simplify things, this is what I decided. This wagon here is actually going back to the store. I'm going to sell it back, or actually trade it in. And we're going to get something else going here. And this tractor is being brought over here specifically for another reason as well. Alright, so let's sell this wagon. Get 11,000 back. Nice. I actually wonder if we have enough cash for this. I was just thinking about that. Let's see here. Auger wagons. We don't have enough money for that guy, do we? I wanted to get this big guy. Well, you know what that means. We're gonna go, now we got $1.25 million. Oop, I was gonna purchase that. Which is crazy. Oop. Let's get rid of that. Don't know why I always hit that. Let's get this guy into place here. This is the other thing I want to do. Just for pulling purposes, I want to see here. So we are... It still costs us money just to get that far. Or to do that. So we could do the narrow twin wheels. I don't want the crawler tracks. I think we're gonna go narrow twins. Yeah. Looks like turning radius doesn't hurt quite so bad. That way it's got a little more flotation. It seems to fit in with what we're gonna be doing here. Of course it does hurt the steering enough that I'm having trouble with it, obviously. And I figured while we're here, we might as well refill a bit. Our combine's actually going to run out of fuel if we're not careful. But now we basically have a chaser cart that can almost fill up the entire semi in one shot. Oop. Sorry about that, buddy. Remember, this one's just got the auger that comes out, and we can load off of this. Oh yeah, there we go. Can even reach out a ways. Very cool. Alright, let's put that back. These roads here are not made very well for tractors with duals on it. Oof. That was not my fault. Somehow the fence jumped out and bit me. Yeah, normally I think in a map like this, where it's a much smaller field map, a little more European style, this type of setup with the duals probably wouldn't be used much. Although you do have to contend with compaction in real life if you were running these tractors with cultivators and stuff like that. Generally, the narrow wheels like this, if it's dualed, you would have them spaced out so that you could track through like through cornfields and stuff, and wouldn't run any rows over. That way when you're planting, you're not compacting the ground that the rows are actually getting planted on. This is quite the trip here. This is why I wanted to change it up a little bit, find a way to help her bees complete their task. Well, that means he combined one field already. I already had him combining one, but we started way up at the top of the map where the fields are pretty small. And he's going to have to go one after another pretty much, trying to pick up all the canola. I think we're going to try to get all like the canola, and I don't think there's a whole lot of beans, so I think I'm just going to go canola only for now. Kind of work our way through the map and see how far we get. I'll try to get this upper portion of the map done first, and then we'll concentrate on the lower portion after. Oh yeah, he's up there. Looks like he's about done. So I'm actually going to park this guy here. Let's see if we can get up to the combine. You, my friend, did not get everything. You are also running low on fuel, aren't you? I think the trees are bothering him a bit. Oh, we're gonna end up putting chaff on that field too. But it's gonna be kind of a slow go here, just trying to harvest things as we go. A lot of these little fields here are gonna require this cleanup. That's why the bigger fields are obviously a little more beneficial. See, he doesn't really have much in the bin. Canola goes quite a ways. It's just you don't have a whole lot to harvest, so especially since these haven't been fertilized at all, which is going to hurt us some. So we should be able to put a decent amount of it in our silo at the home base there. Yeah, I missed the corner. It'll be fine. Let's see how much is left here. Probably more than a swath. Yep. Yeah, I don't blame you for not getting into this stuff, because there's a lot of trees over here. So normally you would be... Oh, actually I can't do that. I'd have to switch implements and stuff like that. I wish it wouldn't do that you had to switch from header to combine and back and forth, but it is what it is. It's how this game is set up. We'll have to see what 19 has to offer us. I'm still excited about that. We're less than a month away. Oh, don't hit the piles. Alright, so we gotta come down to the next field and just keep kind of rolling like this and see how much money we can make. I think we're pretty much done buying everything other than fields. So now all we're doing is hopefully making money. Paying off that loan debt. That's going to be the plan. We're going to start paying that off right away if possible. So we're not getting the interest charges, although it's not a whole lot, but it's still some. But I'm going to keep rolling with this and keep you guys apprised as we continue this harvest, and we'll see how far we can get before we have to start taking silage off, which will actually be the first day of fall. So we've got 4 days here to get some stuff done, at least until the rain comes today. And that might come sooner than we think. So I'll be back, possibly in the rain. So I think the hardest part about doing this now is trying to get around. These are some fields that I have not touched before. I'm not familiar with. And it is really hard to get this big combine around with all the fences and the gates and the trees. And really that's the part that I've had the hardest problem with right here. It's just trying to get around. You're having to run some of the stuff over. Looks like rain's going to be upon us pretty soon here. And I have to try to get back through here. I had a lot of trouble getting through here. I think I'm going to try to go a different way now. Oh, there's a fence post. If I had the really big combine, I could be, you know, pulling this thing around on its own set of wheels, but that would just, it wouldn't be feasible for this one. Hoping we got a good open, wide open map that we can do 19, so we can really start playing around with the bigger equipment again. Because these little maps or these fields and the little stuff, it's nice for animals and stuff, but for straight up cash cropping like this, it's tough. Let's see here. Sorry for your road sign. I apologize. So I want to say we can just go straight across here, if the fence post will let us. Yeah, this is the next field. Oh wait, fuel. Fuel is an issue. You know what we're gonna do? Yeah, let's drop that. Oops, sorry, truck. Oh, sorry, other truck. Here. You get going. I'm only running on fumes right now. No big deal. There we go. Let's just head over to the shop over here. There's a nice fuel tank waiting for us over there, and at least then we can get this guy filled up. Because I'm going to run out. I'm getting really low. And unfortunately the rain's coming here, so we may have to quit pretty quick here. Oh yeah, you're turning. I forgot about that. I'm actually slower than all the tractor or all the cars on the road right now. Combines are on the slow side, which that's pretty normal. I mean, it is a big piece of equipment too. You don't want to cruise around too fast with it. To be honest, at this speed, you know, 16, 15 miles an hour, that feels really fast when you're actually driving a combine, especially if you got the big head on it. Because I mean, the ones we used were about the size of a normal road width-wise, so you're still gonna have trouble getting around or having people go past you because you are that big. You're hugging the the ditch and possibly pulling into the ditch from time to time. All depends on whether people are willing to give you space. I mean, obviously you're not trying to take the entire road, but at the same time, you know, you're trying to do your job. You're trying to feed the nation and feed the world with what you're doing. So you do kind of have to get around, and the big equipment is necessary if you want to get anything worthwhile done. Actually, the people with the smaller equipment are really hurting this year, at least in the Wisconsin area here, because we've had so much rain. There's been so much wet. Everything's so late. Everybody's going like crazy right now trying to get corn in, trying to get beans in, because soybeans haven't been combined, which is actually, it's really late for it, but it's just been too wet. So the weather is always an issue. Like I said, it's going to start raining here pretty quick, so I'm not sure how much more we're going to get done. At least today, and I think when the rain comes, it's going to stay wet for the rest of the day, so we won't be able to combine until tomorrow again anyways. And pretty close to full. Oops. I was not watching where I was going here. Now you can get the feel for it. I mean, you got a lot of space here, but it does get to be hard to tell exactly how big you are. Apparently I caught something with the back end, because the back end does, oh gosh, there's a car there. Alright, let's try this again. Wish the windshield wipers would run, that's be kind of cool. So yeah, you can't even see where your tires are. You can see in the mirror about where you are. So like in this case, we need to be hugging this line here. So now you can see the line in that mirror. So you know that we're traveling on this side of the road, but other than that, it's hard to tell. When you get the head on, you can tell a little bit better. Let's see if we can line up and get this to work here. Oh, see, we caught our back tire again because it does swing. There goes that car. Attach. So now you can get kind of a feel for what's going on here, but it still does get to be hard to tell, you know, where's the edge. Kind of see it now, although the frame rate I think is making it struggle a little bit. Now you can see what's going on. So this being a smaller field, I kind of have to be careful. Oh, I actually missed some there. Going alongside here. I think this will work, but if we hire somebody, we'll see. They're either going to run into that post. Yeah, we're not going to make that work. There. Now we should be able to hire it and let them go. But they're not going to get a huge amount of it anyways, just because they're not going to like the trees and the ditch and all that kind of stuff. You can see they turned around already, so it's just a lot of babysitting is what it is. And I think it's going to rain just about any moment here, so we'll see how far we get before the rain comes. It's amazing how long this really takes. I was able to start combining again about 10:30 this morning. It did end up raining overnight. This is the last field of canola that we got to take off. I was actually looking at the map, and we don't have any beans on this season at all. I guess the AI never planted any, which is not a big deal. But it's going to end up being about one semi-full, I want to say. Not as much as I was hoping for, but I know it sells for a good price, so it shouldn't be too bad off. Like I said, we're just making money to pay the bank off, pretty much. So it's not a big deal. We're going to make a lot off the silage. But unfortunately, you look at the time-wise, it's almost 2:30 in the afternoon. And I guess we got today and the next 2 days here before the silage is actually ready to go. So my hope is now I'm just going to start combining. I'll start with the 2 fields right next to me here, 35, 36. And I'm just going to knock everything down that has straw. Well, it's everything that's left now. And my hope is we can come back through and start baling stuff and picking stuff up. I don't know, we'll have to see. I don't know how I want to do it. Maybe we'll just do section at a time, but I guess that's just going to have to be for another episode. Because I'm going to wrap up this episode here. And I apologize if I'm a little quiet at the moment, just trying not to cause too much trouble and wake people up, so. But I wanted to get this done because I won't be recording it all this week. This is actually Sunday night. So this episode is obviously releasing Thursday morning like usual, but I had to get everything wrapped up because we're getting ready for my daughter's birthday party coming up this weekend, so I am going to be busy this week. So I decided to record everything ahead, and hopefully next week for sure we'll have one episode of Black Mesa, and we'll see if I get something else recorded for Thursday morning. But there'll for sure be a Tuesday morning episode. So that should be everything for that harvested. Let me just double check here. I keep bouncing back and forth here. Harvested, 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 harvested. Yep. That is everything we need. So with that, guys, I'm going to start combining the straw, and I'll bring you guys in for that in the next episode. And pretty much next episode we're going to set up for the silage. So with that, guys, thank you all for watching, and as always, take it easy.